Alright, so in this video I'm gonna be playing with four heroes. I'm gonna be showing you four heroes. One is the Ghoulem. 600% deals out damage equal to 600% attack to nearby enemies over 5 seconds. Double evolved, 9 of 10. They're not bad stats. His attack, I believe, is going to be about 11,000. It's a little north of 11,000. I'm just rounding out here. Working with round numbers, it's easier. So 600% over 5 seconds. It wants to deal out roughly 66,000 damage. That's understating a tad. But you'll see here. I messed up a little bit on this one because I accidentally dropped other heroes. But before I did, at least he got the proc, and you can see here, it's just a it's just a myriad of about 5,000 to 6,000 attack or damage. On the face, that's not great. You know, I'd want my 9 of 10 double evolved 10-star hero to do more than 5,000 damage. But my thought was, well, maybe this is a byproduct of the targets that it's hitting. They just don't have a lot of HP. So that could be it. I don't know. But I gave it another shot. I took him out again. And this time, if you're going to look at this one little stray wall, keep your eye on that wall when he procs. And I think this is going to be the best indicator of what Ghoulem can do in terms of his offensive prowess. Now, you'll note the different attack numbers. I mean, 13,000, 12,000, 14,000. It's all very random, and I think, it's meant to be. I kind of wish it wasn't, but that's the nature of it. If his skill is to do X amount of damage over an X period of time, because that's the total. They want to do the total amount of damage over a period of time, which is unlike Vlad. Vlad wants to do it in one shot. But it's crazy his is, and this is why Vlad is just better, and yet somehow gets his butt whipped by Ghoulem. Ghoulem versus Vlad, Ghoulem wins. Vlad versus basically anyone else, nearly anyone else, Vlad wins. Now, you'd have to take off the... There would have to be no scatter involved. Okay? I mean, take a look here. He wants to do 180%, and he's got a base stat of nearly 14,000. The first part of the attack here, his first proc. Now this is a revive Vlad. It's not even a War God Vlad. I thought about bringing the War God Vlad, but I think that'd be cheating. It's not like everyone has an 8 of 8 War God Vlad, so that I don't know how much help that would be to anybody. So I thought I'd just use my revive Vlad with no War God. But 14,000, nearly, okay, it says 180%, but let's, for the sake of argument, it's 200%. 200% of 14,000. You're going to note here, what it doesn't equal is it doesn't equal 55,000. It doesn't equal 71,000. And yet, he's dealing out this much damage. I don't understand it. It's bananas. Like 29,000? Yeah, that's more in line. I'm thinking maybe I had it on critical hit, but I don't believe I do. I don't believe I do. If it is, then it's 5 War God. Then, alright. He can do that much damage. But I'm pretty sure I don't. But man, that is a lot of damage. Vlad puts in some work. So the next one is Dracax. I have to double evolve him. I want it to be sort of as close to a. I wanted the science to be equal. I didn't want this guy to be the only single evolved hero that I take out, so I had to double evolve him. I have the stuff to do it, so why not? And I've been on the fence about taking him up there anyway, but doing this video, it forced me to double evolve him, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But there's been arguments about his usefulness, his rank as a DPS hero. As far as DPS heroes go, there's not many. I mean, people say he's maybe the 4th or 5th best, but we're talking, as far as DPS heroes go, that matter, we're talking Snowzilla, Immortep, what else? Vlad, Ghoulem, Dracax, Medusa. That's 6. Am I missing someone else? I don't think so. I think that's it. So there isn't that many DPS heroes. And to say something is 4th or 5th best, it's not a compliment. But people seem to think that this is useful. Look, it's useful in that if you don't have a Vlad, he's useful. You're going to want to put some sort of life drain, talent, or crest on him. Ideally, crest. But if you don't have a Vlad, he's useful. If you don't have Ghoulem, Vlad, yeah, useful. But once you get to higher levels against higher tier opponents, Dracax is no good. But the stats aren't bad. He's got 13.6 for an attack. He also wants to do 600%, just like Ghoulem. So Dracax is basically Ghoulem without the ability to heal anyone else. And losing that skill, losing the healing skill, netted him 2,000 in attack. Yeah. How's that? The ability to heal just about anything within the vicinity of Ghoulem is worth 2,000 attack? I don't think so. But you'll see here, I think this is more because of the bulwark. He does ramp it up to like 20,000-ish, but overall, yeah, that one's for 25,000. But overall, you'll see the numbers here. It basically mirrors what Ghoulem did. 9,000, 15,000. Yeah. So, what his proc, the damage his proc doles out, it's not that impressive. He just does 2,000 more damage than Ghoulem, and Ghoulem can heal someone. Someone's. So, if you don't have the option, Dracax is useful. If you do have the option, you bench him. Look, hopefully, in the future, IGG will give us a game mode where Dracax can shine. Right now, that just doesn't exist. There's a second part of his proc that we just couldn't see unless you were paying attention. Last one, Cupid got smoked. He got rocked. But if you look here, keep your eye on Harpy Queen, right next to Phantom King. Harpy Queen gets dusted right there. I thought she had more HP than that. But man, she got one hit. That part of it is very much OP for Dracax. Very OP. I mean, that's doing roughly 90,000 damage. What's crazier is, if you're gonna see it here in a second. is Phantom King's the next lowest HP hero on his base. One hit and lives? He lived through a 91,000 attack? It's gotta be that his Phantom King has Bulwark as a talent. Because Phantom King, a non-evolved Phantom King, doesn't have 91,000 hit points. Over 91,000 hit points. But, yeah, overall, Dracax is underwhelming. It's especially more so if you have options. If you don't, then this is a very fine option. And you can see that, I mean, he smoked all those walls on the bottom. So he does deal out his fair share of damage. The next one here is Medusa. I'm cheating a little bit because the first three have a localized AoE. Medusa's is obviously global. And she wants to do 640%, and this time over 6 seconds. So total she wants to do 640%. And they even added on a second. So ideally, this should resemble something like, it should be closer to like a Dracax or Ghoulem. But instead, the damage doled out by her proc resembles more Vlad numbers than Ghoulem numbers. I mean, right there, 54,000, 56,000, 77,000. She does a really bang up job. I mean, 24,000, but Vlad had that too. 55,000. Medusa probably deals out more damage than Vlad. If it was like a PvP game mode, she just deals out more damage. She's impressive. I've liked her in the times I have used her. I haven't used her that much, and I think part of it's because it's hard to find a spot for her in the stuff that I do play. But also I probably underestimated her. PvP, this is going to be dangerous. I mean, you put both circles down on a grouping of 5 heroes, all frozen and losing energy, and getting hit for 55,000 for essentially 6 seconds. That's pretty badass. She's pretty badass. You'll see here, I mean, she solos this whole thing by herself. Granted, I gave her a heal, but I did it out of more safety than anything else. She probably could have done it without it. But I wanted to make sure she got through it. No need to jeopardize her like that if I can help it. So yeah, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time now, just for my own benefit, just to see what kind of damage I'm looking at when it comes to these heroes. But as so happens, I'm doing it now, and I hope you guys find this enlightening, useful even, as you play Castle Clash, as you get these heroes, and certainly as you get them leveled up. So until next time, well, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.